All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me make sure that this did not change my settings. It's been having a problem there. It did not. Okay, we're good. All right, let's get started. Man, I hope. Let's see. Yeah, it's working. Okay. I want to make sure my loot filters. Oh, we redid it last night. What's up, Faulty? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh.
Not happening.
Okay.
Not happening.
Yeah, the game. It is a good game. It is a fun game. It really is.
Not happening.
I'll say this about LE. I think it's very, very well balanced. Now, I'm playing a Necro also on my alt is a Necro, and I'm not a big Necro fan. You guys have heard me say it in a lot of different games, but it's been pretty balanced. I will say that I think that the minion AI is pretty. I don't think it's very good. We're going to come back to that, but and it might be a lot of. It may have a lot to do with the fact that I'm not a Necro fan to begin with. I just wanted to do something different. First season I did a lot of witch, source, a lot of sorceress, and I wanted to get away from that. And I didn't want to do a Sentinel, although I thought about it, but it seems like everybody's doing a Sentinel this season, so...
Not happening. Not happening.
All right. Well, I think we're about ready to go into the tomb. Oh, I hear some more enemies here.
Not happening.
All right, let's go. I actually am working towards replacing this with a melee skill, even though I was going to try to do a build with no melee, but I can see we're going to need it. So I'm starting to save some gear pieces to make a switch over a little bit.
Might have to drop some. Might have to drop some.
Gear's full. That's not good. See something here. If my buddy here will stop pulling stuff. So my loot filter still has a couple problems, looks like, because we shouldn't have even picked those. We shouldn't have even seen those items. So I still have to enhance it a little bit more.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Might have to drop something.
Why is that showing up? I need to fix that. That kind of stuff shouldn't even be showing up.
Not happening.
Yeah, I could go with without melee and use like a traversal skill probably too. Again, I'm playing with a couple ideas right now on this character. why my loot filter is still showing some of these items. I actually spent a little bit of time on the darn thing last night, and it's still not doing what I want it to. Because these should not even be showing up. Neither should that.
Might have to drop something.
It's crazy.
Not happening.
Oh, I thought you were dead. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what I do. I can tell that in certain fights I'm missing something and I'm not sure what it is yet. But trying to go all non-melee was my goal, and not sure it's going to work. I mean, it might if I can. We'll see. Again, I've been making some of my other skills real powerful here, especially this lightning detonate right there, that one, because that's kind of my go-to when I need it. Let's go up here. I'm showing staffs for some reason, so I'm going to have to check what I did in my loot filter, because I shouldn't be even showing those. And I think what I did in my filter was, I bet you I said show all. I'll bet you that's what's happening.
Might have to drop something.
Like there's another one. Shouldn't even see that. Shouldn't see that. Shouldn't see that. Although some rogues may, but yeah. My loot filter's definitely still got an issue.
I must return. My sermons are waiting.
There we go. Okay. Not using it though anyway. good enough for me. Yeah, it's this guy does do a good job. This character does melt stuff pretty easily. Still got my bonus here. Let's see if we got. I don't think there's any more on the map. I've made most of my skills pretty strong in my skill tree. Ah, there's nothing left here. All right, we're done. What did I do in my freaking filter? What is it? Not sure why it's showing me this stuff. Yeah, I did show all. So that's why we're seeing a lot of stuff. Okay. I should have filtered it down a little bit more down here. We'll have to spend some time on that. All right, well, at least now I know. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That is a good piece. We'll hang on to that one. All right.
Take care.
And this piece I want to keep because this is the one I might start playing with if I go to a melee skill. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. All right, good enough. I really want to do this bad boy here. These are always interesting. They might hurt. This boss isn't too bad. He's pretty simple.
Not happening. Not happening.
The epoch is ours! Fire! Aid me!
Okay. It's good to get that boss because he's actually a pretty simple boss. All right, that's that.
Yes?
I think I have that belt already, but we'll go ahead and put it in there. I think we do. I think it's in this other, I think it's in here, this one. Maybe not. Okay.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Easy. Too easy.
Falcon skills. I did a Falcon build in season 1. It was pretty fun.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Okay, now we left some stuff back here. I think. Got him away. Yeah, that's what I thought. We left some areas. Okay. It's all about the XP, so I want to grab as much of it as I can get here.
Not happening. Not happening.
The whole thing is if I can kill them fast enough before they get on top of me, then I really don't need melee. And when I do need melee, what I've noticed is when I screw up and I run into a huge boss mob or elite mob, and then I'm like, well, I could have sure used the melee there.
Not happening. That was close.
But for the most part, he's pretty good off without any melee. If I can kill him fast enough. More falconry armor. Alright, well, that's that. Done. Okay. Let's go. I think Monday we'll start playing with my Necro online, live, I mean. I think we'll start doing it on Monday. Don't really want to invest the time and energy into that, although that's a nice belt right there. All right. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Yes.
Okay, okay. What do we got? I think everything else. Not you. And not you. And what about you? And not you. Everything else we will
Take care.
put away. I'm thinking we might want to switch it out a little bit and head over to this other one. Let's do that. So that one is, let's see, let's go over here to this one. This one has not been completed even on its first run. So let's go there and get this one done.
Not happening. Not happening.
It's gonna give me more XP in this one. These guys are a little bit higher level.
Not happening. Not happening.
See, that's a nice skill right there that that shrine gave me.
They work to get that. Not happening.
I think I showed you guys in the last few streams how we've been doing good, really been doing good, enjoying it actually. Doesn't feel too much like a grind in this game. I think I showed you guys in the last few, I didn't want to grab that falconry, but how these are become kind of a waste of time, sadly. And I don't know if they changed them a little bit in the patch or what, but it seems like the drops from them have been kind of garbage.
Not happening.
I gotta refine my loot filter just a little bit more. It looks like just a few items are showing up that I don't mean. I'm seeing a lot of scepters, which I don't understand why. Must have set something wrong, so we'll have to go in and refine it a little bit more. Just a tad more. It's way better than it was yesterday. We had to turn it off yesterday. It was so bad. That's because I spent a whole whopping 8 minutes on it. Last night I actually spent a little bit more time on it, tried to get it refined up, but still it looks like I missed something.
Not happening.
It's definitely better than what it was yesterday, for sure. All right, let's see. So far, this has been working really good with no melee skills. I've been real lucky. That was my goal, is to do a Heartseeker build totally different than everybody else's. Everybody's using decoy or smoke bomb and shurikens. My goal was to try to do something totally different. All right, well, I guess.
Not happening.
All right, well, today he actually dropped pretty good items, so maybe I should take that back that I was saying how crappy they've been lately. I didn't want to pick up that item, but that's all right. All right, so maybe we'll go do the other one too, because that kind of made me say, all right, dropped pretty good stuff that time. Let's go clear this out real quick. Okay, it's cleared.
Not happening. Might have to drop something.
Full. Got that like 1,000 times. Got that 1,000. That a whole bunch of times. Okay. See, those shouldn't even be showing up. That should. We've got that already a lot. That shouldn't be showing up either.
Might have to drop something.
Definitely have some things that we need to repair in our loot filter for sure. Okay, now we're full. So now going in here is going to kind of blow because we're going to get a lot of items in here too. But there is a stash box in here that we can get to. So we're just gonna have to make our tracks towards the stash box. Okay, here we go, here we go.
Not happening. Not happening. Might have to drop something.
Now we're full. So didn't last long, did it? Let's see if there's something. Okay, well, we don't want that. Let's see if there's a few items in here. Well, you know what? We can do this right here. Let's just do this. Because these I know we're going to break. The experimental stuff, always break if you can, guys. Always. It's going to give you some things that you normally can't get. All right.
Not happening.
We go. All right, we got a boss right up in front of me here. Just pulling this way slowly. Done.
That was close.
Got a lot of stuff we're leaving on the ground right now until we get to our stash. We'll come back again. There's another boss right up here in front of me.
Not happening.
Oh, big hit. Ow. Wow, that was a big hit. Who's doing it? You? Must be. Okay. Let's get our butts out of here a little bit. This is where the melee could have been a big help. That's what I'm talking about, is when I run into, that's all my fault, because I ran into that.
Might have to drop something.
And yeah, it hurt. We paid it. We made it out, but still, it hurt. We need to get to the stash.
Not happy. Not happening. Not happening.
We're leaving everything on the ground until we get the stash, because my, like, I'm just so full right now. There we go. Ah, didn't need that, but too late. All right, for now, we're just going to throw it in here. Go back. Whoops. Yep, go back and pick up some more. I got pretty sketchy in there on that fight. Let's go pick up a whole bunch more of this stuff we left. I really gotta stop picking up idols too. I got so many idols. Okay, I think I left some more stuff back here too, actually. Yeah, I did. Lots of stuff. Minion. Minion. Minion.
Not happening.
Oh, I didn't want to pick that item up either. I already did. Too late.
Not happening.
So many idols. Holy. Holy. It's a lot. Okay. One little area left to clear out. I think we're done.
Not happening. Easy. Too easy.
Okay. That should be it. Bonus is up. Now let's go back. Because we didn't cash in anything here. So let's do that. Okay. All right. What do we got? Damn. Okay. That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Oh. What the heck did I do? There we go. Duh. All right.
Yes? Take care.
All right, well, keep pushing through this. You got Diablo 4. I feel bad for you, bro. I stopped playing Diablo 4. I left their partner program. I am no longer. You will not catch me playing that game again, for sure. Which way? This way or? Guess we'll just go this way. Yeah, no, they made me a partner. Diablo 4 did, promising me that they would never tell me what I could or could not say. And then 2 hours in, they started telling me that I couldn't say certain things, and I'm like, I'm done. I also didn't. I was really ticked off with when I was in the partner program. I was given access to the developer forums, and I was super disappointed with what I saw they were doing to season 8. Really disappointed, and I just said, you know what, I'm not going to support this game anymore. I'm done. It's just gotten so bad that I just can't bring myself to do it anymore. I think a lot of people will be very upset with season 8, honestly. Boy, I did something wrong on my loot filter. I'm telling you, something is still. I thought we corrected it all last night, but there's still something goofy with what I did. So I'm gonna have to go back in and check it some more. Obviously, I didn't know that you could do that, Bright Star. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Not happening.
Yeah, no, I don't miss it at all, Ghost Man. No, it's no worries. I don't miss my decision to walk away from Diablo 4 at all. I've been pretty happy with it. I think I was kind of looking for a reason, so that might have been something to do with it too. Is
Not happening.
getting pretty fed up with the direction the game had been going for a long time. And I know a lot of people have contacted me and said, you helped me get a lot of mythics, blah, blah, blah. But like I tried to explain to those people that have contacted me, they took that ability away in season 8. In season 8, the things that I used to do with you guys and help you guys out, you can't do anymore. They took all that away. So that was the other reason why I was super disappointed with season 8 and why I walked away from the partner program was, you know, they made it where, first of all, they made it that only 10% of the people are going to get to Torment 4. That's their goal. That's the developer team's goal, is that 10% of players will make it to Torment 4 level, which I think is pretty sad. But they also made it where, like, where I used to run you guys through, I supplied all the mats and I would run you guys through to get your mythic gear. They took that ability away. Now every single person has to have the mats in order to open the chest. So I can't really carry people through anymore unless I have way more mats than I already had, which was a lot.
Not happening. That was close.
The shield shouldn't be showing up. See, I definitely screwed something up on my loot filter. I'm up to the point where it's almost not even worth using it. And the loot filter is pretty simple. I don't understand how come I keep goofing it up twice now. I'm curious what it's going to do on my, because I worked on my Necros loot filter last night too, and I'm curious how bad I screwed that up. Yeah, Heartseeker does remind you of the guided arrow, doesn't it? It's probably where they got the idea from.
You will take my place. I did nothing wrong.
I don't know why I changed blue items to this red either. I'm gonna have to go in there and change back some stuff. I definitely screwed up my loot filter a little bit more. I fixed a few things and screwed it up a few things. It's kind of sad. Let's see, is this all done? We can jump in there now. We still got an area down here. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Scepter showing up again. That shouldn't be showing up either. I'm gonna have to fix it. It's driving me insane too. As many times as we've gone in there and tried to fix it, and then we make another mistake. We fix 6 things, break 2. You know, Battlefield 4, the new Battlefield, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm waiting for it. I didn't do the early playtest because I don't want to be disappointed. But that's interesting that you're playing that, Ghost Man, because that's something that I've been very interested in. And I just want to wait for the release, which is still a ways away. Why does that show up? Yeah, I hope they don't COD it up either. I'm looking forward to it. It's been one of those, I've kept my eye on it for quite a while. It was really hard for me not to get in and start playing the early release. Seems like when I do early releases, I'm disappointed, so I don't want to do it. Just want to wait for it to get fully released and ready to go. But it's a game that I spent a lot of time in the past, Battlefield. Spent a lot of time playing that game in the past. got Vulcan on it. Want that. Oh, let's grab all these shards. I think the new one, the new Battlefield, really looks good. Some of the stuff I've been reading about it and seeing some of the previews really looks great. Can't wait to get my hands on it when it gets full release. Like I said, it's a game I put a lot of hours in the past, for sure. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, it was one of my top streaming games. Maybe 4 years ago, I think. I tried War Thunder. I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't. I couldn't like it. I didn't like it much at all. I used to do a lot of, World of Warships and World of Tanks, and I just couldn't get into the World of War Thunder game. A lot of people back when I was streaming those games used to tell me to go try it, so I did, and it was just one of those games I could not get myself into. Oh, what's up here? Yeah, we left. And I've been saying for a long time, waiting for this season to start for this game, that this is one of the most underrated ARPG games out there right now. It has got a little bit of everything for people to enjoy. I really like this game. I loved season 1. It just, the studio is very small, and it took them forever to get this season out there, but they did a good job. It's pretty well balanced. I like it. I think it's a vast improvement over season 1. And I thought season 1 was good, but I think this is a huge improvement.
Not happening. Not happening.
Just about got me. I wasn't watching my health bar, and he just about got me. I noticed it right at the last second. Oh, that's weird. It says it's failed. We didn't die. That's very interesting. That's bugged. We didn't die in here. Huh. That's interesting. Made a Heartseeker rogue because of me. It's a rough start. Yeah, it is a rough start. I will agree. What I would tell you to do is invest in something that you can, like, Well, early skills, your smoke bomb and decoy. Decoy is really good because it's going to throw everything towards it. It'll all go after it. I think Cinder Strike is an early. Let me see. Let me see. So if you come over here to your master, oh yeah, Heartseeker's pretty real far along to get, isn't it? So you're low level, yeah. It's a lot of rolling and dodging and rolling and dodging and rolling and dodging and rolling and dodging. I grab everything that gives me health. Anywhere that I see health that I can grab, I usually grab it because the rogue is kind of squishy. Just now, I'm already use your bow. Yeah, you are. Okay, you are pretty low. Yeah. That's weird that this is showing failed because we didn't die anywhere in this echo. Anywhere. So that's disappointing that that came up like that. That's bugged. That's too bad. That's strange why that shows that way. That's too bad.
Not happening.
That's really weird that it shows that I died in here. That's so weird. Very disappointing. Well, it is what it is. Interesting. And obviously I didn't die because look, it gave me all my bonus. It gave me everything. So that's so weird that it thinks I died in there. Very strange.
Yes.
Most people with this build are using decoy, smoke bomb, and the shurikens. That's what most are using. And it's probably wise to use at least one of those for the melee ability. I don't, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, didn't want to do that. Actually, might want to keep that and that.
Take care.
Okay. Let me see something. I'll see it's filtering out this stuff correctly, but it's still not filtering everything out the way it's supposed to. And Bright Star had said there's a way that you can make these. But oh, I see. I see. You have to use this and you have to set it up. Okay, I see how you do it. I'm not going to do it now, but thank you, Bright Star. I see now what you're talking about. All right, what do we got here? I think what I want to do is let's do this first. Let's go to the observatory. Let's get our prophecies set up here. Let's look at what we got going on here.
What is it that you seek?
Okay. What's up, John? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, well,
You have returned.
that's our prophecies. We've got those set up pretty good right now. Let's go back. And let's go up to this one. Let's see, wait. Finish this one, finish this one. I mean, finish is the wrong word to use because we're there, we can still bring those way up, but okay, we'll go to this one. All right, let's go do Drown Tatima. Never did this one before, so let's go do it. This will be our first run of it. Hopefully we don't end up dying.
Easy.
Man, I gotta fix my loot filter. That should not be. Again. I'm not playing D4. The new season people are going to be really upset about. I can tell you that. It's only 10% will make it to Torment 4. That's their goal. It's yeah, that's part of the reason why I left the game. I'm not happy with what they've done. The way that I used to carry you guys through with my mats and get your mythics, they took that away. Can't do that anymore. I mean, I'm just so done with that game. It's too bad. They just have no vision. They're lost. They're totally lost. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a truth way that when I was in the partner program for that little while that I was in there, I saw that they don't know what to do. They added 3 new bosses. That's their end game. That's what they think end game is. It's just sad. Diablo 4. Talking about Diablo 4, Tony. And once they started telling me that I couldn't say certain things, basically tell the truth, that's why I left the partner program. But I was also, I made it known in there in the developer forums that, guys, you're going the wrong direction. This isn't what people are looking for. I mean, you're going to make the game so only it goes way slower, and you're going to make it so only 10% of the people make it to Torment 4. I don't think that's going to make a whole lot of people happy. And they disagreed with me, so it is what it is. They spent a lot of time talking about their new DLC coming out in 2026. They spent a lot of time talking about that, which I was like, you know, your current DLC is kind of bunky. I don't know if I would be talking about a new DLC quite yet. You may want to spend time fixing the one you have. So here's an interesting. We stopped playing before the second season came out. Yeah, a lot of people did. You know, I retired.
Hello.
And this is what the guys just now contacted me here. I have a company contacting me like crazy right now to come out of retirement and to join their company. And we're talking money, and I'm telling you, they're offering me a lot of freaking money. And you guys heard me say I was not going to make that mistake again and come back out of retirement a second time, because I retired once before. And they bought me out with a great offer. And now a different company is doing the same thing. And I'm just like, and this time the offer is even better. And I'm like, man, it's tempting the crap out of me. And my wife, of course, wants me to go back to work. She's tired of having me at home. But man, I said I wasn't going to do it, but it looks like I'm going to. As we'll see. We're still talking, and they just contacted me here with a bunch of more. When we're in the middle of negotiations, and yeah, I am an EV charger technician. Was what I ended my career doing, basically programming EV chargers, repairing them, installing them. Did it internationally, all over the world. Yeah, they're trying to pull me back. And I said I wasn't going to, but man, this offer, guys, I mean, $49 an hour. It's just, and that doesn't include the bonus. It doesn't include the company vehicle. It doesn't, they're making it very tough to say no to.
Take care.
I don't know yet. We're still, now they've just upped up the personal time off to 16 days, because I told them yesterday that's not enough days that they were offering originally. Now they just upped it to 16, from 12 to 16. They upped the pay to $49 an hour, and I could get it higher if I just tell them I'm not happy with that offer. It just means a lot of, this is last Epoch. It just means a lot of travel. It means if I go back to it, I'll be on an airplane a lot. But I mean, sometimes it's fine. And when the wife comes with me, it's fine. It's a good trip, but she doesn't always want to go, and she works too, so it's always difficult. Yeah, this is last Epoch, John. Appreciate those hearts, John. Yeah, this is last Epoch. This is season 2 of Last Epoch. This is my offline character, so I can play when the servers are down like they were yesterday. I do have an online character because people want to play with me. I just created it. We'll start playing it Monday. It's a Necro, so we'll start playing the Necro Monday. And these guys talked to me about a partner program too, and I didn't accept it. I don't want to do it again. I'm like, nope. I'm telling after Diablo, I'm not doing that. I'm not making that mistake again. I'm like, no, thank you. I enjoy their game. I've said it's one of the most underrated ARPG games out there. People just don't know enough about it. And once they start it, I keep hearing people that have played it, and they say, you know what, I'm addicted. I'm like, yep. It's very simple to get addicted to. It's not overly complicated, which is such a smart move on their part. You can do a bazillion different builds very easily. Super simple. Lots of bows right there. I've gotten a lot of people started in the game, and they've all said, holy cow, I'm addicted. I can't stop playing. I'm like, yeah, it's a very underrated game for sure. And it's so solid. I mean, the bugs are minimal, if any. I haven't ran across really much of anything. It's been a solid game. Super well damaged. I don't want that one. I mean, super well balanced. That was a level 80 gear piece, huh? Last Epoch, E-P-O-C-H, E-P-O-C-H. Yeah, it's a very underrated game. People that get into it to start it are very satisfied. It's very well done. All right, so this thing. Now look, if you do Empower, you're going to get the shards for these, right? I don't need any of these pieces. So if I did the Empowered, I would get all the shards. If I do Challenge, I'll get the pieces. And if I do Banish, we'll get a different group next time. Holy cow, we're getting a lot of bows. Now, see, the reason we're getting all these bows is because I did my prophecies with that, where we just came from. I was showing you guys. So that's a really good game. So that's given me more bow drops in these echoes. And this is the end game content of this game. We're doing the end game. The campaign is a lot different, but it's fun too as well. And it looks like to me, well, I don't think they said anything about it in the patch, but it seems like to me they did. I'll show you once I get through all this junk. These have been improved. They were really pretty worthless. And I was showing you guys that before the patch, that they needed some work. And it looks like they did change them, because we started doing them again today, and they've been worth it.
Not happening.
My research wasted.
This is a Steam game. It's on Steam. Yes, it's on Steam. Yeah, it's on Steam. And you can play it offline or online. So this is my offline character, all right? Like yesterday, we were playing, and everybody was asking me, how are you playing? The servers are down for maintenance. Well, that's because this is an offline character. I also have an online character that's a necromancer, but I did this on purpose. So when the servers are down for maintenance, I can still play this game and stream this game without a single problem. And the reason I did it was the initial release, the servers, just like every game, the servers I knew were going to be a problem. So I automatically just created an offline character. So I wouldn't even have to deal with it. I didn't even have to worry about it at all. Hello, Sniper Girl. Good to see you. But yeah, I'd recommend to everybody to create an offline. Now, some people were saying yesterday they couldn't get in offline mode, and I showed them how to do it. I'm like, if you're trying to do it from the main menu at the game screen, you won't be able to do it. You have to do it from the Steam screen. And when you hit play from the Steam screen, you choose offline, and then it'll let you do it every single time, because people were saying they weren't able to get in on offline mode. And that's been a bug for a while, which I'm actually surprised they haven't fixed. So these big things coming down here, doing all this damage is me. It's from that shrine. The shrine gave me this power. It's not going to last long. It's a buff. There, see, it's already gone.
Not happening. Not happening. Might have to drop something.
All right, well, we're full. So now everything we have is pretty good for... But we'll do this, because these, always grab these experimental pieces, because these have affixes on them that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else most of the time. So I always recommend you grab anything that's the experimental and break it. Oh, we're gonna run out of room though again. Okay, there's a boss right here. You can see this on the map right here. That character right there is telling you. So I'm gonna try to pull him this way, because usually he's gonna have other guys with him. Here he comes.
Not happening.
All right. Well, we're getting through this one pretty fast.
Might have to drop something.
All right. We got one thing left over here, looks like. Oh, we got an area right up here. Let's get that. What level do you unlock Heartseeker? Let me tell you, bro. I will show you right now. Heartseeker's way over here. So, I mean, it's not a level. Well, it is, because you need points. But yeah, you're going to need a lot of points to get over here to Heartseeker, for sure. What I recommend is, until you get to Heartseeker, I used Ballista for a long time during my leveling. I used Ballista for a long time. I used Smoke Bomb during my leveling quite a while. And I used Multi-Shot. Those were the things I used a lot of early game. Shurikens was really good early game. Flurry is great. These two early game really good. Cinder Strike was good. Like I said, multi-shot was really good early game. Smoke bomb and these two, I used all three of these for a while. Ballista was nice because I could throw it and it would kind of act like a decoy and it did damage. Whereas, and decoy, same thing. Decoy super good. Anything that you, smoke bomb was good if you stand in it. It gives you haste. There's some, you know, early game rogue is kind of tough. I feel for you, bro, because it was kind of rough. All right, so again, because my everything here, let's just do this real fast because we're almost out of space here. So let's see. Okay, everything else we'll leave alone. And that cleared up quite a bit of room. This is called the Last Epoch. Last Epoch. It is a really, really, really good game. Let me see if it's, I can't change to it, I guess. Let me see if I can, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. I was going to bring up the Steam screen so you could see it. This game is one of the most underrated ARPG games out there right now. This is season 2. This game is superb. The people that I've turned on to it, once they get playing it, they all say they're addicted. It is a blast. And there is so many different builds that you can do with this game. It's not, you don't have to stick with the meta builds at all. You can make your own super strong builds. If you go, let's do this. Let's say, let's come back here. Let's come here. Right here, Last Epoch is the name of the game. All right, and I'm just going to show you. And I'm playing offline, right? I created an offline character, but I also have an online character so I can play with you guys. But let's say I want to create a new offline character. We'll say select. And here's all your choices, and each one of these choices has more choices. So here, if you chose the Sentinel, you can do builds, Void Knights, you could do any of these builds, right? Okay. If you went Rogue, you can do Blade Dancer, Marksman, Falconer. Now I've done a Falconer last season. And it was fun. Let's see what else you can go. If you go in here, do a mage, you can do a sorcerer, you can do a spellblade, you can do a rune master. All right. You can go to primalist. You can do a primalist, a beast master, a shaman, or a druid. Each one different. Okay. And the last one is Acolyte, which is a Necro, a Lich, and a Warlock. All right. Now, my other alt on this season is a Necro. And I'm not a big Necro fan, so it hasn't been it hasn't been the most enjoyable to play, but I wanted to do something different. Last season I did a Falconer. I did an Acolyte, Warlock. I'm sorry, I did a Warlock. And last season I also had a Beastmaster. So last season I had 3 different characters. This season so far I have 2. The game is very, very cool. It's very cool, very enjoyable. This is my offline character. I do have an online character as well. I did this on purpose because yesterday the servers were down. Well, Diablo has no end game content at all. Aimless. I mean, so if you want to compare, Diablo has 0 end game content. There's none, just bosses that are all Zerg bosses. You drop them in under 30 seconds. But This game's end game content is where we're at right now, and it's the monolith right here, right? And you're going to build up corruption levels. It's also got dungeons that you're going to need to have to go do for certain things. For PoE 2, it's very comparable to maps. PoE 2 maps is harder. I'll say that. I mean, when you get this corruption level up pretty high, this gets pretty hard too. But I think PoE 2 is harder, in my opinion. I'm more of a PoE 1 guy, and PoE 1's end game is better than all of them out there because it's just got so much end game. You know, it's I mean, here's how I would put this game, and I've said this before, that I think Grim Dawn is an incredible game. The problem I had with Grim Dawn, which we were just playing not too long ago, was once I made it to the Lost Oasis, it wouldn't stop crashing. And support was really good with me, and we found out that it was because of my MK2 Elgato capture card, because I have a very unique system, 2PC system, and that MK2 card was given it fits, and when we bypassed it, everything worked great. So it wasn't really the game's fault per se, more my build specific computers. But I couldn't stream it because once you take out my capture card, I can't stream it anymore. So we were playing it waiting for this season anyway. And now Titan Quest 2, which they had me play the early play test, looks super interesting, and that's going to be coming soon. I would say we'll see that within the next 60 days, I hope, because it was pretty much completed when I played the early play test. There was really not much more it needed. I didn't go to... We got to go first. We got to get rid of all this gear we're carrying. This game is extremely addicting. Once you start playing it, it's so good. I mean, really, it's just so well thought out. Look at that, 56 forging potential on that. Wow. The crafting in this game is great. Super easy to do. Whoa, let's do this. And this is the forge. This is your crafting right here, which I'm breaking pieces up right now for their materials. But that's where you would do your crafting at. And how many times am I going to get those pieces? All right, we're going to save that stuff. We'll play with it later. So yeah, I'm in the end game content right now, and that's the monolith, the end of time. And it progresses each step. So this is, you know, we did the ones, and you can keep doing these. So you could keep going and get your corruption up. But we are getting through the first phases of them. Right now, we're doing the one that's level 75. This one's level 80. And they're going to keep going up. This one's going to be like 85, I think. Then it goes 90, 95, 100, and then boom, and then corruption starts. And yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on. But very easy to play, very easy to understand. It's not a complicated game at all. All right, so this is the new season stuff right here. These guys. You're on level 75 and the game is awesome, right, bro? It's awesome. I don't even know what level I am. I'm level 79. I absolutely love the game. People are all getting addicted to it, and I feel it. I tell you. So that one there is going to give you a unique item. Let's go up there. Let's work our way towards that one. I'm telling you, everybody that I talk to says they're just addicted to this game. I said during season 1, it is such an underrated game. People just don't know enough about it. It's a small studio, which they don't have a lot of money to throw around for marketing. But they've done a really good job with it. A really good job. Oh, I want this. I want this right here. Always get these. This is like the loot goblin. If you played Diablo 4, that's like the little loot goblin right there. And they drop it. There's different colored ones you'll see for each different type of what they'll drop. I recommend you always grab them if you can. They're fast little boogers sometimes. Sometimes they're hard to catch. Oh, let's clear this area. Oh, I thought this was a dead end. It's not. All right.
Not happening.
And I'm using a Heartseeker build that's super unique. It has really no melee. Yeah, 300 corruption. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, corruption starts getting really hard, bro. Get that Uber Aberoth boss, which looks like he's a blast. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. As long as I keep moving, I'm okay. Minion. I can't wait to get to 300 corruption either. I think as your corruption goes up, it just becomes more and more challenging. Their end game is just superb. Like I said, it's not complicated. You know, a lot of people complained about Path of Exile 1 being too complicated, which is why Path of Exile 2 had its birth. I prefer Path of Exile 1 myself, but I mean, I understand why they created it. And you guys saw I played Path of Exile 2. We played it all, the last few weeks we were playing it, waiting for this. Well, we were on Grim Dawn, but then Grim Dawn started crashing. So we went to PoE 2, played that for a while. Then this released, and here we are. You play a rogue Heartseeker. That's what mine is a Heartseeker. But my Heartseeker is very different. It doesn't have any melee skills, which was my goal, was to build a Heartseeker that was no melee. It seems to work pretty well so far. Now, I realized that the higher I get, I may end up changing my mind and I may not have a choice but to put melee in. But I've tried to keep melee totally out of this build.
Too easy.
And my whole goal is to kill everything before it gets on top of me. If it gets on top of me, I'm dead. Also, keep moving is the other big key with the rogue. Keep yourself moving. Okay, you're a tough one. Huh.
Not happening.
Oh, but every time I try to tweak my loot filter, I fix 6 things and break 3 because it's still not right. And I thought I fixed it all last night. I was working mostly on my Necros loot filter and went in there and tweaked this guy and just looks like I broke some stuff. 'Cause I'm seeing stuff that I should never see.
Not happening.
All right, well, that's done. Oh, I heard something over here. So far, I've been able to do without melee pretty easily. The only time I regret it is if I make a mistake and I run into a big mob. If I run into a big mob that's with elites or bosses, then sometimes I'm like, oops, shouldn't have done that. Wished I had melee. And I probably won't have a choice if once I start getting up higher, but we'll see. We'll see how long. I've been making my skills pretty tough.
Not happening. Not happening.
And my flurry heals me, so that's been a big help. When I switch to flurry, it's usually because I need heals and I need them bad. Plus, every third strike with flurry is critical. 100% critical strike. Okay, what do we got here? Let's grab some of this stuff. See, that stuff shouldn't even be showing up. So I definitely broke some stuff on my loot filter last night playing with it.
Not happening. Not happening.
Open, 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 open. Yes, and no. Okay, I don't think I'm carrying anything. We're not here. Done. All right, we'll take that. How many points do I have left? Not enough. All right, did we clear this whole thing? I don't think so. Nope, we didn't. Let's clear it. Always good loot in here. Let's go ahead and clear it. Should be another boss in here. On the other side. Didn't mean to grab that, but that's all right. Oh, Luke Goblin, where is he? There we go, he's dead.
Not happy.
All right, that's it now, right? Yep, okay, let's go back out. And we got our bonus, so we don't even need to go back out. We can just shoot out right here.
Yes.
All right. We got that so many times. And the same with these, I think. We've got the oil, we'll put them in there, but. All right.
Take care.
Holy smokes. Okay, what do we want to do? Base damage converted to physical. Don't want to do that. Larger area. Okay, there we go. Crit chance 100%. crit meal, deals more damage. We're good. So in order to make this work with no melee, what I've been doing is, and this is the one that I might switch out for melee, is this, when the time comes, if I need to. But I'm just going as hard on damage as I can. Damage, 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 just so I can make this build work. All right, this is the one we were looking for. Oh, okay. He's got some good pieces. I don't want this, but I want maybe this. Oh, no, I don't. Well. Well. Let's take the shards.
Not happening. Not happening.
All right.
Not happening. Not happening.
Ow, I stood in that one.
Not happening.
We'll pop that in a minute. Let's get rid of this boss right here. Okay. Yeah, let's grab this gold. Definitely got to do a little bit more tweaks to my loot filter. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Let's straighten him out.
So my ward is one of the things that you want to do in this game is ward. In this game, they call like your shield. They call it ward. All right, and you can see here like my ward is 252. I mean 231. It's a little low, and ward retention 14%. It's a little low. I need to get that up for this to go with non-melee skills to really work. And it's one of the things now I've been really concentrating on my gear. Because if I'm going to go with non-melee skills to make this rogue work, he's going to definitely need to have his ward as high as possible. Alright, we're just about got our bonus here. Let's go ahead and get that finished up and we'll be done. Let's grab this gold.
That was close.
Alright, we got our bonus. Now it's just XP.
Not happening.
My goal, honestly, when I made this rogue was to make a Heartseeker that was not like any other one out there. It's a pretty common build, and most people are using decoy and shurikens and smoke bomb with theirs. Mine is not using any of those things. In fact, it really doesn't have any melee skill. It's And I really only get in trouble with that if I run into a big mob because I'm not paying attention, which does happen.
Not happening.
But I do think that as time goes on, we're going to need to add a melee skill. And when I do, I'll drop Hail of Arrows. I've already started saving gear for that purpose, so I can start getting ready to make a change over if I need to. All right, we got this. Let's take a look at what we got here. This didn't come up a single time yesterday. I was actually very surprised. All right, cemeteries are more common. Oh, that's interesting. Place an armor or weapon item to imprint it into this slot to have a chance to drop a pile of similar items when opening lost caches in your echoes. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. I'm not carrying anything. We might want to come back to that. Actually, let's do this. Oh, first you gotta click it. Oh, wait. Huh? Gotta use another point to do that? Is that what it's telling me? What? Is this an armor or weapon item to imprint it? That's interesting. Okay. There we go. Interesting. Huh. I like that. All right.
Yes.
So that piece stays here. I can get. Oh, I don't want to get rid of it though, do I?
Take care.
All right. So, I'm not going to do a super long stream today. I've got stuff that has to get done today around the house as usual. Glyphs, yes, we love glyphs.
Not happening.
That dude just evaporated. I don't even know where he went. There, he just did it again. Interesting.
Not happening.
This is why I keep Cinder and Shock, the detonating arrow, because on these big guys, Cinder works great. It's like cooked crab. I don't even use Cinder that often, but when I get with these guys, it works terrific.
Not happening.
Stunned me in there. And is this not the exact same one that we just had last time? Whoa, good shot, bro. I stood in this thing, thinking I could take it, but I could not. Did I just pick that up? right. Well.
Not happening.
Hmm.
Not happening.
Oh wow, he jumped right on me.
Not happening. Easy. Too easy. Not happening.
Okay, let's get down to where that was now. Oh. There it is right there. Let's clear this out.
Not happening.
And there we go.
Not happening.
Get as far as we can while we got this buff. Let's just use it up.
Not happening.
We'll come back and get the stuff we missed.
Not happening.
All right, I think the buff just wore out. Yep, it did. All right, so now go back, pick up anything we left on the ground. I don't think we left too much, to be honest. Nope. All right.
Not happening. Easy. Too easy.
Okay. Whoa. Oh. Thought I saw you in there.
They won't forget that. Not happening.
We've already got our bonus, our stability here. So this is all just luxury at this point. I always tell people, finish the echo before you come in here, before you do these.
Not happening.
That way you've got the echo, you've got the credit for it. You don't have to worry that if something mobs you in here and kills you, you're gonna lose it. Once I get this one done, we're gonna have to quit for the day. I've got too much stuff I got to get done today around the house, but so it's gonna be it is a super short stream actually, but it's been fun. I'm telling you, this is an underrated game. Everybody that I turn on to it, they all say they're addicted because it is such a fun game. Oh, you little booger.
Not happening.
Okay. What do we have left here? Dodge, increase health. Oh, we'll do that one. Bonus damage taken from critical. Oh, that's a good drop. Okay, I like it. Good roll on that. Those ones are fun, always. Okay. That's enough. Okay, guys, I have got to get offline here. We've got to get off. This has been fun. We had a blast. Always, always, always. Guys, I will be, this is my offline character, and I know a lot of you want to play with me. So starting Monday, I'll be on with my Necro, and we'll do some playing with players, with other people. Hopefully that will help everybody out. Until then, guys, please, as always, be safe, be kind, and I will see you all next time. Had a lot of fun here. Again, the game was Last Epoch. It's the most underrated ARPG game out there. Definitely, I advise you to check it out. It's loads and loads of fun. You can get it on Steam. I will see you again very, very soon.